Huh? Acheron? Acheron? Not the fake one? Not this one? Your color. 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Pentacle.
The Charmony Festival is here, and guests from all walks of life have arrived.
More updates right after the break.
Apply your color.
Illusional reality. Care to guess?
Either way, dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
Oh my gosh.
What did you say?
Why don't you talk some sense?
Do your worst.
I love Oliver Clark!
Our existence is fleeting as dawn's dew, destined for oblivion. On the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls. I weep for the departed. Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Restore this lost memory. Apply your color.
My gosh.
I've seen her before.
Find me. Find me. Your end, my origin.
All that is past has returned to nihility. Just like tears eventually disappear in the rain. Don't look back. There is nowhere to go but forward.
Apply your color.
Find me.
How do you if I wasn't gonna pull for Acheron, that 100% would have changed my mind. 100% that would have changed my mind. Like I'm not saying that like Genshin trailers aren't good. I think they are. Or even like looking back at older Hoyo trailers versus now, it's just every component is like so excellent. The music, like the movement, the storytelling, like there's so much accomplished in such a short amount of time. Like I'm like actually still a little like jittery. I feel a little jittery from that. Okay, helps HSR is a different style and seems more mature than Genshin. Yeah, I would agree with that. Honkai Impact players. This means something to you, right? This is May. Okay, that's what I thought. Right in May. I obviously there's no way for me to like fully know what the connection is because I haven't played Honkai Impact Third, but from what I've seen on like little short blips on like Twitter and stuff. Oh gosh, I don't even want to like guess. I would rather just hear from you guys, Honkai Impact Third players. If you have any insight on this, I would love to hear it. Star Wars trailers tend to be more abstract from the game itself since Genshin can just show them in action around the world. That's true. That's a very good point. Because like obviously this isn't the actual gameplay.
Illusional reality. Care to guess?
Either way, dusk's wane, it too shall fall.
That transition was
I was so
nuts.
determined to save for Fushwen, so I figured I'd skip and save for a few patches. But
It's
that
giving
scene
Blade
with
Runner.
her and the Stellaron hunters has broken my determination. She will be coming home.
I mean, I was determined. I decided I was going to pull for Acheron the moment I heard her voice. And I didn't realize until someone told me that it was Allegra Clark who voices Beto in Genshin Impact. I was not expecting to see Kafka that's just making... Yeah, Kafka, Blade. All of them. Like, listen to her voice, what she said. Listen to this part.
Why don't you talk some sense? Do your worst.
Do your worst.
Do your worst.
I love deep voice characters so much. Genshin players always coping about why HSR is better. Who? Me? I'm just talking about trailers. We're talking about trailers. I think we also have to consider Genshin walk so HSR could run. I don't know. HSR or Honkai is like so clearly your person's favorite child.
Find me. Find me.
So this is Raiden Mei, the original.
My origin.
Like, this is a whole movie.
All that is past has returned to nihility. Just like tears eventually disappear in the rain. Don't look back. There is nowhere to go but forward.
I mean, she's clearly so important. That's actually her past self. She looks like Raiden Mei, but it's not the actual Raiden Mei from Honkai Impact 3rd. We are speculating that she is an alternate universe version of the Honkai Impact character, Hersher of Origin, since her whole thing is origin and end, just like Honkai Impact 3rd, she is origin and there is finality. That doesn't mean anything to me, but I'm sure it means something to some of you. You know what? It's dawned on me that I actually didn't watch the teaser. Oh, 4 minutes and I just didn't watch this? I was saving it, but then I just forgot.
Do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because in times past, when the Yao Yorozu no Kami descended here, they wrought death and disaster on this world and its people. To save the world, Izumo splintered 70,033 blades and forged them into the 12 Sentinels. The first was truth, forged by the Sovereign of Revelation. It could teach mortals the way of the law and create miracles from the deconstruction of all things. The second was sky, forged by the eternal zenith. It could form a barrier from the firmament and prevent the innumerable gods of misery from passing through. The third was howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens and meteors to rain down divine punishment. The fourth was mist, able to break earth and tear cloud with biting wind and rain. The fifth was frost, freezing the land in an instant. The sixth was fate, the restless cycle of life and death. Then there was flare, thought, root, form, bind, maw. With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory after victory, until...
All of them were broken. The price of every victory was a world in its entirety. And in the end, that entirety was lost. And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels and forged them into 2 bearers. The first was origin. The second was end. The world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
But you and I both know the road to salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow. Resisting the Kamigami humanity will eventually become Oni. We pawned everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Isumo. So, do you still remember why Isumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed. We long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk back. Until the last blade is forged into... not.
Wow. Wow.
I knew this world was fleeting. And yet...
Man. I'm Unfortunately, my reaction is not really gonna be anything more than ignorant oohing and awing. Very interesting. I appreciate it. I'm excited for Acheron's story and her as a playable character. But yeah, the Honkai Impact Third reference is sadly lost on me. But I'm glad that it means a lot to those who have played. Would it be good storytelling if I need to play Honkai Impact to understand HSR? Like, can't HSR do the explaining themselves? That's an interesting topic from the company developer perspective. Obviously, like, you want However's wants you to play as many of their games as possible, but like it wouldn't be good if like every game was locked behind two others. Like, oh, that's nice that you want to play this daily gacha game, but you have to play these other two first, or like you have to spend 100 hours in this one to understand this one. So it's probably like a balance of providing, like, creating a little bit of FOMO of like you who haven't played a Honkai Impact Third are not going to understand this fully, and you're going to witness Honkai Impact Third players appreciating it, but it has to the game itself has to stand alone in its own storytelling. So it has to be like a little bit of FOMO for like understanding references and deeper lore and history, perhaps, but the story itself has to stand alone. So arguing about it amongst ourselves is like kind of stupid. And of course, like trailers and teasers and all these shorts, like none of them tell a complete story. They really are, they serve as like a well, it's in the name. It's a teaser, it's a trailer. It's like here's what you're looking forward to. Like, here's a piece or like a bite of what you're looking forward to. And surely when we've finished the next, whatever the Penacony arc is, these will make sense. Like we'll understand the context and the full story behind it. So it's always a push and pull, just enough to keep players invested and interested, but not too much to give it away. Makes sense? So no, it would be poor game design if you had to play Honkai Impact Third to understand Starro. But the Easter eggs, like, it's a gratification for Honkai Impact Third players, and like even I feel a little bit of like, oh, I wish I did understand this fully, but I don't and I won't. So let me put a mental tab to like when I find time, I could play Honkai Impact Third. Sparkle and Acheron have like 6 insanely high quality trailers in the span of Genshin, having Chiori's goofy trailer, Genshin funding HSR. Maybe. I mean, I don't really even want to entertain that conversation at the moment of like Genshin versus HSR. So obviously it's under one company, but they are run by different teams. Here we go with the Genshin sucks narrative constantly. Yeah, I am not interested in that conversation. And I think, not to say that there's not valid criticism for certain components of like the way Genshin interacts with their players. Not saying that argument is not valid. However, there is a lot of really what's the word? Inflammatory claims that are just thrown out there for engagement. Or I said this when we were talking about Wuthering Waves, and like when, you know, people were for no reason at each other's throats about like Genshin versus Wuthering Waves. What good does it do for you as an individual player? Just do what you want. Just do what you want. It's all of it's just rage bait. Yeah, absolutely. As rage bait, people get really like what's the word? Gatekeepy about certain things and get like overly emotional about games and characters and stuff, and it's just silly.